Hey you, welcome to a new tutorial from the CL Mograph channel. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to do something like this, okay? It's a grass simulation with collision geometry. And it had this white painting like a soccer field, but you can do it as you want. You know, any way you want. It doesn't need to be a soccer field. The focus of the tutorial is the Vellum simulation, okay, and the collision from the ball with the grass, okay. So without further ado, let's go to the tutorial. First, you create a box to be the base of the grass. Let's go dot 2 here and put 1.6, okay. Okay, so first let's create a bevel to smooth the edges, okay, like this. Nice. We can see the normals are with trouble right here, you know, it's like an error from the normals. So we need to create a normal. We'll create a point normal by face area and correct the error. Okay, so right now we create a hair generate, okay, but first I will already create a null right here. The name of the null will be base, okay. So let's come back to the grass. Right now it's creating the grass all over the box, okay. So we need to select the group right here. Oh, sorry, I didn't the group. Okay, I didn't make the group. Okay, so we create the group right here after the bevel. Sorry for that, I'm really tired today, so it's hard to concentrate. And we want just the top part of this to has the grass, okay. So we will want to select this. We will use the normal to do it in the y-x direction, okay. So we decrease this like that. Perfect. Okay, the name of the group we'll put grass, okay. Nice. So we have the normal, and in the hair generation right here we can select in the group grass. So right now it creates only the faces we selected, okay. Right now we can decrease the segments to 5. It doesn't need to be 8, okay. And I think it's right this way. Oh, can increase to 5,000 right here. Okay. Okay, perfect. It's a low quality, do you know, low density, but to test to make the studies we can use that, and before we render we can increase the density, okay, of the grass. So we need right now to create a bunch of nodes that's guide process, like these nodes right here, okay, so we can control the formation of the grass. First I will create the lift guide process, and we can connect like this output here, skin, in this input right here, okay, to this work properly. Right now we have the grass working, and we can decrease a little this lift, and this lift, what it does, okay. So lift means how much it will look up, okay. It will be in the y-axis direction, okay, like a line pointing up, and if we decrease this it will be in the ground like that, okay. We don't want this, so let's increase it to 0.6 right here, and the blend we can decrease as well, okay. So this way I think it's okay. Then we create the let's see, guide process and guide process band. Okay, we can put the node right here and press enter until it will connect all the wires. So in this band we can increase the angle to 13. Okay, right here we can increase this random angle to 15. Okay, and then we can decrease a little the blend. It will bend the grass, you see, to be more natural. Okay, then we can create the set length, this one, and we can activate randomize right here. Let's decrease this to okay. Right now we randomized the length of the grass. Okay, so we have a smaller and bigger grass right here, and it will randomize and have a more natural look, realistic look. Okay, so we can create the freeze as well, one more, and the last guide process. It's become really a mess, but we can decrease this to 0.08 like that. We can decrease the frequency and we can create some random frequency. Okay, I think it can be even less, like that. Perfect. So we now need the constraints. Okay, let's create the hair configure Vellum configure hair, and we connect the guides right here on the Vellum geometry. Okay, so right now we already have the constraints. We will change these parameters later. Okay, I just need to create this Vellum solver so we can see what's happening right here. We will start the simulation. Look at that, it's falling. Okay, why is that happening? We must create some pinpoints so it's placed on the base, you know, it's become how can I say that, it become pinned, it's like pinned here. Okay, so for that we need to create a group, and the easiest way to do it's group expression. Okay, create this group expression, select points, and we have a preset right here that's first point of primitive. Okay, it must be the points group type, and right now you can see that every first point is selected. Okay, this group will be the pin group. Perfect. Right here in the Vellum constraint we can select pin. Okay, and if we play right now it's freeze because it's pinned already and it needs some stronger force to be moving. Okay, so let's enter the Vellum solver, and we need to connect in the force output any force we want. So create this pop force, connect here, be like .2 the serial size, amplitude 8, and in the force I need some wind in the z direction. Okay, so I will put 6 here. Okay, perfect. If we play right now you can see that we already have some movement. Okay, let's see from above. Okay, look at that, it's like a really soft wind. I think it's helped a lot on the realism. Okay, so after that we are almost done creating our grass. Okay, I will just create right here a resample for two reasons. First, to smooth some lines of that. Okay, so let's put .008, and to create this curve U attribute. Okay, this attribute right here. Curve U attribute will create values from the first point to the last one in your lines, okay? So the first point will be value 0, the last one will be 1, and in the middle of that will be like dot 1, dot 2, dot 3, okay? So it can help you to uh, change parameters based on the point position, okay, along the curve. So it's perfect like that. We now want some color in this grass, okay? So after all this guide process, we can create a color. I will create an attribute randomize, and this attribute randomize creates a lot of colors in one piece of grass, you see. I don't want that, so I will become primitive, and every grass will be only one color. I need this, okay? So we need to varying, I don't know it's right, okay, to change the color only in the green and some red, to be some yellow and green and grass, okay? So let's put right here like dot 0 0.5 to dot 2, okay, like that. Let's put the blue in 0, and the grass one we can put from dot 2 to dot 5, okay? So now we have some grass varying color, okay? So let's increase this to 0.4. I think it's nice like that, okay? Okay, so we already have the grass color, but we need the painting, the white painting on this grass, okay? So how we can do that? We need to create one more group, okay? So right here we'll create a group node, and this one I will create by bounding region, okay? So let's create a sphere. First I'll create a box, okay? This box I want to be really thin, like that, okay? And let's increase the size in the X direction. Perfect, like this. So you see that inside the box we have some grass, okay? So if we connect this on this group, and we select keep in bind regions and bounding object, first of course you see it's only work on points or vertices, okay? So let's select point here, and you can see we have some points selected on this group, okay? So we can select white group to be these points, okay? Right, so after that we create a color, and we select the group, a white group, okay? It doesn't work because this color right here is a primitive one, so we need this color to be a primitive so it don't overwrite, okay, what we did before. So let's change to primitive, and we have this line, okay? And we can right here, for example, create a sphere, decrease the size of it, okay? And let's put it a little upwards, okay, like that. Let's put this a little small, okay, like that. And we can click here, shift plus click here, alt click, and we have the merge. So the merge goes into the group 2, and we can see we have this middle of the field right here, okay? You can do this with any object you want. If you want to do it with a text with your name, for example, you can do this, okay? Just have to put the text like here on the bounding object and color it any way you want, okay? So we already have the color, and you want right now to have the collision, okay? So let's create another sphere, okay? Let's decrease the size of it. Let's put this as polygon, increase the frequency, to be like football. Okay, let's increasing more the size like that. I think it's okay. Let's too small. Okay, like that's okay. Nice, nice. So let's okay like that. You can change any way you want, and we first need to do some rig on this sphere, so it will rolling. Okay, it will be rolling. So if I move, let's do something right here. Sorry, I want to change the position only in the transform. Okay, so the position is the same I did before, and we need what we need right here. So when I move to translate this way, we need the ball to rolling, okay, in a physics way. Okay, it must respect physics. It must be and along with the realistic movement. So we can copy parameter right here, and this is the rotation we need. See, in this direction. So we paste relative references right here, and we can do some math to this to roll proper. Okay, so let's multiply this for minus 3016, okay, like this, and we can divide this by 2 multiply $pi, okay, and multiply by the size of the sphere. Let's search for the size. It's 0.09. So let's put this here, and we close brackets. Okay, so let's see if I move this. Sorry, see. Look at that, you have the rolling ball. Perfect. So I can do some animation here like that. We can select this and connect here, collision geometry. Okay, it will not work properly, but let's see, so you can see what will happen. If I give some play, look at that, you have some overlapping grass, do you know, inside the sphere. We don't want that. To correct this, we just need to like do some animation that must for 6 frames it goes from up to down like this. Sorry, let's see, so it doesn't overlap anymore. Perfect. Okay, so right now if I play the simulation again, doesn't overlap anymore. Okay, so it's working, but we need to first, I think this sphere must be bigger, just a little. We correct this here too. Okay, and we need to let's see how it works. Oh, it's one overlap right here. Look at that. Need to put this sphere a little higher because I increased the size of it. Okay, so now it's perfect. Let's see. Nice. So the grass is going back to this its position. Do you know? Oh, look at that. It's going back to the default position very quick. You don't want this. You want this to have some slowing movement. Do you know? It's the damping that controls that. So we need to increase damping right here, like .1, and here in the band 17. Okay, so let's see the result. So it's really slowing down to go back to its position, to its initial position. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, it's working. We already have this the ball, we have the white line, we have the grass with its color. Now we need to create some with it. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce this word properly, sorry. It's with like the thickness, okay, of this this grass. So we will use this curve view, we will use this curve view right here to control this thickness. Okay, so create an attribute wrangle. This attribute wrangle will create this width this width attribute, and it's equal to, let's first, sorry, I want to show you something first. We can here on the object context, like in MISC right here, we can activate shade open curves in viewport, do you know? So when we activate this, look at that. Now we have some tubes, do you know? It's already some thickness on the grass. But we can control this with the width attribute. Let's equals this to dot, or it will be really thickness, really thick. Oh, look at that. It's really weird. So let's decrease this. Okay, but we need to control the base to be thicker. I don't know if this word exists. Okay, but it has to be more thick in the base, and in the top right here it needs to be thinner. Okay, so we need to multiply it by a C8 ramp. This ramp will be called width ramp. Okay, and the attribute that controls this ramp will be, sorry, the curve U attribute we did up here in the resample. So it's gone away because the ramp isn't created. Okay, so when I create this, it will work, but we need to invert this. Okay, so let's increase this knob right here and decrease this one. Okay, so you already have some grass. Now we need to increase the resolution. Up here in the hair generate, let's increase. Okay, right now we have some really bad resolution. Okay, so we can see now we have beautiful grass. And the coolest thing about this setup right here, it's fully procedural. Okay, so if I want right here to create some rubber toy, the classic rubber toy, can connect this here. Okay, I will not connect in the poly bevel because I don't want bevel in this geometry, so I connect right here. So first let's see, because it's really big. Okay, so we'll decrease just a little the size. Okay, like this, and then connect in this group, and you see we already have this, and this grass on the rubber toy. Okay, and it work in any geometry you want, because the group selection is based on their normals. Okay, so I can even here in the group change the amount of grass I want. Look at that, more grass, less grass. Like this, with more grass, we see the bottom of the rubber toy is without grass. Okay, and it will be going up. Look at that, based on the normal. Okay, And if we go out here, you can see we have the grass set up working perfect. Okay, look at that. We can here create a geometry node, an object merge. Okay, sorry, object merge. We can select here the base with it, so it will work perfect. Okay, so if I want to put this box again, it will update. Look at this. Okay, and this work with any geometry you want. Like, I can create this template red. Okay, let's increase the size a little, like this, and I can connect it right here, and look at that, we have the grass on the head. Okay, let's increase the size a little bit more, like 4. Okay, we have the grass on the face, and it worked perfect. Okay, so let me know if you like this tutorial. If you have any suggestion about new tutorials you want to see, about anything you want to learn on Houdini, let me know in the comments. And I have this ID on Instagram, it's CL Mograph. Okay, search there. The name is also in the description of this video. And this is it. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and see you. Goodbye.